This is a project about exploring the relationship between labor alienation and the migrant workers' living space in the current area. As for my first-hand investigation, I chose to go to the plastic factory to see how the works work. And I also took some photos, for example, some of their rules and regulations, working environments and working conditions. After that, I also conduct an interview with them about their life pressures, working hours, emotional issues. They can also be seen from the video of this assembly line that this female worker have been working in a fixed position. Additionally, I also took many pictures of their personal belongings, including name tags, work license. What impressed me most were the nearly arranged and dense items, such as the caps and the keys, dense crowds, buildings, workers. Their own characteristics have disappeared. Because these dense existences are what they look like, not a special individual. This made me think about whether this situation was caused by a lot of labor. So next I want to investigate some context to help me understand. Metropolis is a German expressionist science fiction drama films director of Vietnam. There is an industrialization and mass production scenes in the fields, and the sight of a skyscrapers giving me a sense of dance. Workers working underground every day like machines, which also made me realize there is such a group around me. And another example is Chilling's slice comedy films. After watching this, I noticed that the character Little Champ, like most of migrant workers in nowadays, struggles to survive in the modern industrialized world. In my view, this situation merely caused by the efficiencies of modern industrialization. About context, there is an alienation from a perpetual concept in Marxist philosophy. For example, we are alienated from the products of our labor insofar as we experience these products as a commodity. And the Rowan Wieland paper, Pragmaticity and Alienation, gave me a perspective on this matter. He wrote that narrative of city, self, and other interlocutive games of plastic theory. It is possible for an urban dweller to take pleasure in being drawn out of the oneself by the diversity of people and the location in the city. About the current insight I have, one is a series dense living objects and their living space indicates that their living space is compressed. Another is a question, are intimacy and living space a contradiction in the work group? Based on the previous research, I try to visualize the collective pictures during the period. I got inspiration from the Just graphic design style, shape, and colors. In addition, a series of symbols have been made according to the gestural guidelines to express the intensity of the worker's daily object. In my visual essay, using a series of symbols, facts illustrate the relationship between the labor alienation and the workers' living space in the current area. What I introduced is the labor alienation to make people are becoming more and more mechanical and as a living body. People are densely flooded with living objects and their living space becomes very limited. The visual essay was divided by two sections. Chapter 1, which is about the relationship between the label alienation and works living space. Chapter 1 is looking into dance object of migrant workers. Using symbols to represent the dance phenomenon is in the workers' environment. So you can see many dance objects such as keys, work permits, dormitory building, and the caps. And some intimate behavior among the workers in public space. The working couples didn't seem to know that many people would accuse this kind of intimacy in public. But when I visited their dormitory and left a high-intensity work area, I realized that they have almost no space for interaction. So this dance living environment makes me wonder how their living space is constantly being compressed, and where is their living space. As for my next stage of research, I consider it is too difficult to experience the specialists. I will try to use video to express this dance status. Thank you.